Hey guys, welcome back to more AFK Arena. In today's video, we have Tamris over on Kiasma's account. Now, this sort of rushed into me. Like, I was planning on doing more stuff on this guy, but I had the kids for the last 2 days because the missus was working, and I forgot that the test server got it late. So he's already out here on global server. So we got him on Kiasma stacked up. And I just wanted to give you guys some initial thoughts. I haven't done a ton of campaign testing, but I've done some, and I just can't get this guy to work. Now, if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. But he is seeing some decent usage in basically in the Cursed Realm in waves. The grouping capabilities is obviously nice, plus the attack buff that he brings, plus the dodge can be effective in certain situations if you play for RNG. So I think he is definitely going to be, I'm hoping he's not going to get resigned to another Cursed Realm build unit, but I'm struggling. I'll keep you guys posted. Like I said, I haven't done a ton of testing on this guy, but the early testing that I have done, he just sort of flops. I wish he had some passive tied into him where it's like for the first 4 seconds of battle, he can't die. That would be my dream. He needs some sort of cheat death because he just sort of flops. Like, the grouping capacity of him sounds fantastic. And, you know, the fact that he gets the extra dodge, but the dodge just isn't enough. Okay, I just wanted to jump in here in editing. You'll see a bit later on in the video. I am giving him a hard time saying I couldn't find any teams, but just through talking smack throughout the video and then testing a couple things, we actually found something that worked pretty decently towards the end. So just keep that in mind. Like I said, I haven't done a ton of testing, so I still think there are things that we will find. But anyway, I just wanted to chuck that disclaimer in there. Good stuff at the end. Let's continue. So here's like a formation on Kiasma that, you know, can get some victories. So this is basically a grouping formation where we bring the Merlin to avoid some damage. We've got 2 grouping units, and then we've got Belinda who makes use of the grouping. Now, obviously, this is a very, very, very expensive team, but I just wanted to show you this as an option, just because we have Merlin in this one. And so we got the Merlin damage mitigation that that happens at the start of the battle. And if we just put this guy in instead of Frampton, for instance, I just want to show you, like, now, I don't know, this may be different on this retry, but a lot of the time I find he just gets absolutely clapped, and there you go. Instant dead. And that is the problem I'm having with him. Now, Kiasma is pushing a very, very heavy deficit, so obviously these things are going to happen, but that's my main issue with him at the moment, is that he just gets mega clapped without a ton of support. I'm talking like ulna level support at the moment. That's my testing. Keep in mind, that is my testing. I am not the greatest player of the game, so I'm sure people may be able to find out. So here's him jumping in right now. He jumps in, he gets the extra knock up. So that Mulan into him isn't too bad, but then he just gets absolutely clapped, and it's like he needs some sort of something. I don't know. The dodge just isn't enough. Maybe PvP. I haven't tested him at all in PvP yet, but I'm thinking maybe PvP could be quite useful. But at the moment in campaign, and also in the guild trials, what I tested in the guild trials, it's like sort of I didn't do a guild trials video on him on the test server because it was basically guild trials was sort of whatever team you put him in, you just put him into a meta team and let the meta team carry it, and he just dies, basically. That's basically what I was seeing at high deficit. So hopefully we can find something else. I just wanted to give you guys an early idea of it, but I wanted to jump over here into the Cursed Realm and show you what he is capable of. So if we go over here into Kiasma, I think it's this fight here. Similar strategy here. So this one is basically just grouping with Belinda. The idea is that he basically groups the entire team. Belinda's fire then just shreds the entire team. We've got the attack buff coming from old mate Palmer. That's it. I always struggle with his name. And then we've got Lawson for the link, and then extra group from Rook. But what I want you guys to look at in this one is the pace at which he's able to use his grapple, provided he doesn't die. And it's actually pretty decent. So this is why I thought maybe he could be quite decent, but the campaign floppiness is the campaign floppiness, along with the floppiness of this animation. I don't know. I don't know what happened with this character, to be honest. This character's just not my style. Not my style. Way too floppy. I can't stand. I can't stand this idle animation. It absolutely triggers me. Floppy is just the basic word. It's not even that floppy. It's quite rigid, really. But anyway, let's not get on that. So let's go in here. Let's jump in. We got a 1 time speed. So look at him. He jumps, he stomps, and then instant grapple. That is how quick he can do it. The problem is in campaign, he's just dead by then. It's the issue that I'm having. So in that sense, like, you can see how quickly he can group an enemy team, which is really, really solid, especially if he goes in like a top third, drags the bottom 2 in, and then you've just got the team grouped. And you can see how in this works really well with something like Belinda. Obviously, we know her second ability, I can't remember the name of it, where she puts the fire orb, deals AoE damage. With upgrades, it puts 2 orbs out, and she just melts things. So you get a lot of damage out of something like a Belinda, and he's a really solid support for her, in my opinion. The problem is, like I said, in campaign, I just can't get him to live to grapple. Like, I am struggling so hard for the grappleness. But once again, that just shows you how quick he can actually use it. So I feel like once again, it is very early testing. So it could just be that I haven't found the right strategy to get him to work with another team. Maybe we need Leica and Zolrath, something like that. We'll actually go try that quickly. But yeah, he can grapple really quick. It's not like it's overly slow at the grapple. His lunge into the enemy side is pretty quick. So like I said, I still hold out hope that someone will find a good strategy for him. I'm just not good enough. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on where he's at. So let's jump over here, actually. Let's go into Kiasma quickly. Let's take a look. Okay, so what kind of team? I feel like this is not the Tassie team. Tassie team's probably not the greatest actually for him. So what if we have a look at some teams and see if there's like a nice... This isn't a bad cushy team for him to come in on. Obviously he's got the Thorin, but hopefully in a team like this, maybe we can see how he could work. So what I might do is I might just swap that team number 2 over, and we'll use this type of strategy, and then we'll evolve it from here. So this is just to test him and see if we can make him use his thing. So first of all, I think we do that. I think we chuck him in over here. And let's just see what happens here. Like, I'm just trying to see if we can get his grapple up. Do we get the grapple? There we go, we got the grapple. So that works not too bad on that team. Like, we get them in. We get them in nice and quick. We grab them in, and then we're sort of playing with fire. And now they're all grouped up. Now we can keep churning them in with the Brutus. I feel like he's a good friend with Brutus. Like the grouping, maybe something like a Queen could be nice. Unfortunately, we did lose the Belinda to the Antandra there, but you know, in this situation, he's actually living quite nicely. So this one's not doing too bad. So let's just see if I don't think we actually get this because the Thorin's going to time us out, but you know, that's an idea of what he can do. Like, he can get that quick grapple provided he survives. He can actually have some pretty strong effect. Now, the problem with this is we're probably definitely 100%, 110% going to run out of time because we've lost that Belinda. But like in something like that, he can actually work. So that sort of thing, I'm pretty cool with. But what do we got? 12 seconds, 11 seconds. Can we get it? Can we get it? The damage really isn't there. Okay, let's check damage. Like I said, damage not there at all. If Belinda lived, we had that easy. So let's just try that again. Actually, let's just go ahead and let's drop the Brutus. So, like, let's play it a bit more realistic. Drop that Brutus. Maybe let's try, just because this isn't too bad, the Antandra is the big issue in this one, and obviously the Thorin for stall, but just for demonstration, it's that. So if we're looking to group strategies, I feel like you need that mitigation. So let's try using a star instead of Merlin. Let's try something like that. Now, I want to try Queen. Maybe we could try like a Mulan. I'm trying for more budget non-awakened options. And the Queen. Where's the Queen? Where's the Queen? I love Queen. I can't help it. I got a thing for Queen. But she's just going to get melted here. But we should stun with the Mulan, which might give her a second to live unless the Pharrell one-shots. So I don't think she's going to live front row, but let's just see. And then we need something with the nice close-range AoE. What can I think of here? What's something that actually has damage-dealing capacity that can work in this slot that's a bit more of a budget option? I'm almost even thinking Odin, just because Odin's a solid damage. We kind of want a Wilder or a Dimensional. Let's see what Wilders we can think of. I mean, we do have a bit of CC, like maybe we bring the Raku, but I don't really want to do that either. Can we bring Spear Boy? That's another thing. I'm going to have another video. I want to do like a full invade team where our whole team starts on the enemy side of the field. I think it'll be fun. It'll suck, but it'll be fun. So we will do that as well. Let's see if Spear Boy dies instantly as well. Let's see if they lunge to the same spot. I'm not expecting anything from this, to be honest. Okay? Okay? Don't think I'm expecting anything here. We lost Queen, unfortunately, which loses us a bunch of CC. But like, honestly, like I'm actually impressed this is doing this well. We're going to get some damage here and some healing. Okay, let's see. Nicely grouped. I mean, the grouping works well here in this sense because a star can deal that group damage. Like, I mean, not too bad. This new meta. It's a thing. It's a thing, guys. This is new meta. Get around it. Yes, CCs. Yes, I'm liking this. I'm liking it. I take back what I said earlier. This is just absolute god levels of team composition making by the number one pro in the game. Dude, I suck. But hey, I'm liking this. And I like Spearboy, so I'm glad we put him in team. But I think we're still gonna get timed out. Now it's just Thorin. Let's see if we get timed out here. He's gonna wipe us here. No, he's not. We're not gonna deal enough damage. Okay. 25 seconds. He takes so long to resurrect. It's not even funny. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with that. I reckon I'm going to try this a few times and we'll be back and we'll see how this goes. I think I could have just found it. Man, I tried so many team compositions earlier. I couldn't get this guy to work. Now he's working for me. I like it. But it's because we're fighting a pretty fluffy enemy and that's what helps as well. But back in a sec. Okay, yep. New meta confirmed. It's there. But this to me is a good example of he doesn't have damage. He does not have damage. Dude, I'm actually really impressed with Mulan's damage in this team. Obviously, we're not bringing any like serious crazy damage dealers into the team. But that's pretty impressive from Mulan. You know, Spearboy, I've been really liking Spearboy in the Faction Tower on my free-to-play account and stuff like that. And just in general, I like Spearboy. I think he's fantastic. Like, he's not meta, but I just like him. Leave me alone. I can't help it. He's cool. I like lunges and stuff like that. But, you know, I kind of like this team. Like, yes, we're on against a fluffy opponent that doesn't really have anything that can avoid the CC. And, you know, we can just easy clap them. This isn't going to work against many teams. But, you know, that's not too bad. So let's take a look at the replay. Let's put it on 1x speed so we can see. So, yeah, pretty much it took a few retries until we didn't get anything killed at the start. But you can see we do have a lot of CC in this team. And I think it just depended on not getting the right units feared by Pharrell. And that was pretty much the gist here. But, you know, it's really tight grouping when you've got units that do, like, tight area damage, which even Spearboy does himself. Obviously, Mulan with her run-throughs, that's going to be beneficial. Tamris, he's the main grouper. Queen with her bike, she does her stuff. And obviously, a star as well. The great thing about a star in this team is that she can group them. And, like, no, she doesn't group them. But when they're grouped, she's healing everyone with her ult every time. And then also she's dealing damage to everyone at the same time. So I feel like these type of teams can definitely evolve for him. Like I said at the start of the video, I couldn't get him to work. I'm quite pleased with this one. I think against more tricky enemy teams, he's going to struggle to find usage. But against enemy teams where you can CC the whole lot, maybe he does have some usage in teams like this. And, you know, that's not a very meta team. There's no units in there that you, like, take and go, that's a staple meta unit top tier. I don't think you would say it about any of them. But honestly, quite solid. Also, just Yuli, I really like the synergy between Mulan and Queen. Mulan stunning them so that Queen can actually get her motorcycle out, because otherwise Queen in the front row is just an instant death. But also we can't forget Talisman. Talisman putting in some serious work there. I like Talisman. He's pretty balanced. I like him as a pet beast, whatever we call them. I think he's pretty solid. But you know, that's just one example. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you have any other teams you want me to try out. But once again, we could have used something like Blender in this team instead of Spearboy and probably just clapped it. But, you know, it's a nice little demonstration. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.